Hi everyone and welcome to this live streamed launch event. Thank you for taking the time out. It's great to see so many of you joining this live stream. My name is Jim Löfgren. I'm the CEO of Nosto. We're the largest and most widely used personalization platform globally. Today I have an enormous privilege to introduce you to an incredible suite of new products that we're launching, and what we believe is actually the most significant new product release in this company's history. With these new products, we're enabling our over 2,500 retailers using our suite today, and new ones that join the platform to leverage Nosto's powerful AI and machine learning algorithms to now fully personalize the customer experience. From my own experience of running fashion retailers both in Europe and the US, I've been involved at Elos and La Redoute in Northern Europe, Full Beauty in the United States, and working with companies like Commerce Hub and Klarna. I was very close to fashion retailers such as Zara, ASOS, Kohl's, JCPenney, and others. I've learned that improving personalization is one of the absolute most crucial things that you can do as a retailer. It's also one of the most difficult challenges out there. Data is siloed in different systems. Customers are coming to your site from different platforms and different channels and using different devices. We were launched in 2011 to solve for a much more personalized shopping experience. And now with this today, we're taking an exciting major leap from offering the most powerful AI-powered product recommendations in the market and the ability to display these across your online store in triggered emails and pop-up and ads on Facebook and Instagram, to name a few, to now also being able to leverage our proprietary AI to segment and personalize the entire customer experience. Joining me today to introduce these new advances, I have our Chief Marketing Officer, Moshe, as well as Romain Sassareu, who is our Global Product Manager for Segmentation and Content Personalization. It's our privilege to also introduce you to one of our clients, a market leader based out of the UK in golf fashion, Function 18. They've been with us since, I believe, 19th of May 2015. And since the beginning of this year, they've been using these new product features that we'll show today. So we're very excited to show you some real life examples here. Ben, who's the co-founder and marketing director of Function 18, will join us live here today and talk to us about what the impact our product has had on their business. But to start, let me introduce you to Isaac, who will talk you through and walk you through how we've been thinking about segmentation, content personalization, and insights before we demonstrate the power of the actual product itself.
Great. Thank you, Jim. And hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. As Jim mentioned, my name is Isaac Moshe. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Nosto. And today I'm delighted to have the honor of unveiling our new products to our global community. So thank you again for joining. So before I get into the products that we're releasing today, I'd like to start just with a brief background for those of you who may be newer to Nosto. So when we first launched Nosto, it was really to enable any online retailer to deliver their customers personalized experiences at scale by recommending the most relevant products across their online store. And as we evolved, our customers wanted to use that same data that was powering the on-site personalization across other marketing channels. So we launched our personalized email offering, then APIs to enable mobile and offline personalization, and then a global partnership with Facebook to power Facebook and Instagram ads. And our vision really all this time hasn't changed. It's remained the same: to personalize the world of commerce. Now, driving all of these personalized experiences is our AI-powered e-commerce intelligence engine, which we've invested heavily in over the past 7 years. It's been built by a team of PhDs and data scientists, and using state-of-the-art machine learning algorithms. It's been trained across thousands of online stores, billions of shopping journeys, and crucially, optimized only for performance in retail. Through all of this, we've been able to gather deep insights into an online retailer's store and then use that data to predict and automatically deliver the most relevant experiences in real time to drive your business growth. And unsurprisingly, we've had an increasing demand from our clients to give them access to all of this valuable data gathered by our engine, right? They've seen the impact it's had on their store performance and, well, been keen to get their hands on it to see what more could be done with it. Well, today I'm delighted to announce that we're doing exactly that with the release of our segmentation and insights offering. For the first time, with insights, we're surfacing the real-time behavioral and transactional data that powers our AI to help online retailers get a deeper understanding of every shopper that comes to their store and how those shoppers are interacting with the products on the store. So just some of the things that you'll now be able to understand with these insights are which category or brands are actually driving the most revenue per visit, what are the most popular products within a specific customer segment, and you can even see what day of the week different types of shoppers convert best to determine when and where you should invest more in your email or paid strategy. Crucially, you'll also be able to identify new opportunities for growth that have likely been hidden until now. So for example, by identifying categories that have high conversion rates or high average order value, but not much traffic, you can then increase the visibility of those traffics on your site to immediately drive more revenue, or even create lookalike audiences to acquire more of those high value but low number customers. But this isn't simply about exposing data. At Nosto, as those of you who've worked for us for some time can attest to, actionability has been a hallmark of our product from day one, which is why alongside our insights offering today, we're also releasing segmentation, allowing you to immediately and automatically action those insights across Nosto's entire product offering. So using our new AI-powered segmentation offering, we're now enabling merchants to map out customer journeys and define experiences based on the segments that their customers or prospective customers belong to. And we'll see a lot more of that from Romain and Ben when they take you through some of the applications in a moment. But for now, just some examples. You can automatically now differentiate between what is shown to a first-time visitor versus a loyal or VIP customer, between visitors from a specific part of the world or those with specific brand affinities. Now, the important thing to note here is what makes this so powerful is that these segments aren't limited to transactional data that retailers typically rely on in creating segments, but include the wealth of behavioral data that you can see being collected here by our engine, which allows us to update the segments in real time based on a shopper's moment-by-moment interaction with your store. So if a user moves from research mode to purchase mode within the same session, our AI recognizes that immediately and automatically reflects it in what the shopper sees. Now, this has huge implications. So our research from the past 7 years has shown that transactional data actually only accounts for 1.6% of the data captured in an online store. So by ignoring the other 98+%, you're missing out on hugely valuable signals on your visitors. And what we actually noticed from our research when building these products over the past years is that even when retailers are tracking on-site browsing behavior, that data typically comes available and actionable only at the end of the browsing session, by obviously which point it's too late to affect the journey because the shopper's already left the store. But in comparison, Nosto's AI is tracking browsing behavior in real time and updating the pages that the shopper sees during that same session to deliver the most relevant shopping experience possible. Now, what I personally find probably the most exciting about these product launches, and something that's actually completely new in the industry, is that instead of assuming that every store shares the same type of shopping funnel and segmenting according to that, our AI is able to gather the data on how users interact with each specific store and then extract a personalized funnel unique to that store, which we can then use to define much more precisely where shoppers are in your particular funnel and then personalize according to that. So as you can see here, from first-time visitors all the way to loyal customers, each segment has been created with a specific set of characteristics and rules, which can then be used to move shoppers further down the funnel. So for example, retailers typically identify shoppers who have provided their email address or added something to their shopping cart as being close to purchase, but our intelligence engine has identified that these factors don't always correlate directly to purchase intent. So instead, we leverage the behavioral data to infer positions in the funnel to significantly then improve the targeting. So we provide retailers with various methods, as we'll see in a moment, such as ads or pop-ups, to automatically encourage shoppers to progress through your funnel. And just some of the things that we've been able to do with automated segments: reduce the need for discount coupons by better identifying the prospects who actually don't need an incentive to purchase. In our research, we've seen that a lot of retailers are actually offering these discount pop-ups unnecessarily, but our AI can identify those that don't need the discounts as an incentive, saving you immediately money from your top line. Predicting brand and category affinities based on on-site browsing behavior, and then using that data to target shoppers with improved messaging or merchandising strategy. And finally, displaying shipping information to prospects who are close to purchasing, but are still deliberating the practicalities of the order. Meanwhile, shoppers who actually aren't that far along the life cycle just won't be bothered with shipping information until it becomes relevant to them. So much more targeted, much more relevant to increase conversion and revenue. Now, those of you that have tried doing this before in the past can most likely attest to creating segments like these is typically complicated. You need to gather the data from your BI or analytics tools, then import them into your CRM, email platform, whatever third-party tool you might be using. And by the time you've done that, as I mentioned earlier, it's often too late to actually influence the journey. Well, as part of our commitment to ease of use and real-time actionability, we've actually revamped our entire UI alongside these product updates to give you the power to create dynamic segments like these in a matter of seconds, all from within the same Nosto platform. And you'll see that live in a moment when Romain takes you through the demo. So you can create segments based on different buyer personas or any of the insights we reveal, and then build custom journeys unique to those segments. And to get up and running immediately, we've actually generated a series of AI-based automated segments that you can use out of the box to start differentiating your experiences from day one. And these segments aren't limited to the on-site experience either. You can use them to adjust your Facebook ads, Google AdWords campaigns to reflect buyer personas or where shoppers are in the funnel, allowing you to be far more targeted than you may be now in your ad campaigns, clearly maximizing then the ROI. You can use them to create bespoke mobile experiences specific to each segment, dynamically change the content within emails when the email is opened to maximize email click-through rates, and create full dynamic landing pages to increase the conversion rate from third-party traffic sources. And finally, to wrap up from my side, in order to deliver a truly personalized brand experience, we know that retailers need to go beyond product and look at the brand experience as a whole. And a key part of that is content. And we all know that content plays a major role in commerce. It's a way to connect more deeply with your customers, to build more memorable brand experiences. And what if truth be told, we've wanted to do something here for a long time, but we also wanted to take the time to get it right. Well, that's why today I'm very happy to say that to crown our product launches, we're launching also our content personalization product, enabling you to go beyond product recommendations and personalize the content you display across your store. But this isn't simply about on-site banners. With our new content personalization offering, we're enabling retailers to tailor the entire store experience, from navigation to product imagery, brand logos, blog posts, videos, and more. And here's an example of this in action. This is a store selling sporting goods. And as you can see, they have a wide range of products, from fitness gear to outdoor trekking. And with that, unsurprisingly, very different types of customer. So on the one hand, there's Zoe, yoga fan from California, who only really shops for yoga related items on the store. And then you can see on the right, Zach from Oregon, who's into trekking and other outdoor sports. Well, with Nosto's new content personalization offering, you can now leverage all of the data that we collect on these individuals to automatically transform the way that they're experiencing your store. So you can see here that the navigation bar has been changed to give priority to those categories with higher affinity. Banner imagery and logos immediately speak to their unique brand interests. Product recommendations show them what's trending in the relevant categories, whilst videos and blog posts showcase the most engaging content possible. In short, with this release, we're now making it possible for retailers to deliver entirely different store experiences for entirely different types of customer. The opportunities really are endless here. I could probably go on much longer, but I've been given a very strict time limit because my colleagues know me well. But having seen what some of our beta customers have been doing with the new products over the past few months, I'm personally really excited to see what follows after this launch when you guys start using the product in your own businesses. I think these launches really do mark a major shift, as Jim said, in the way that retailers will deliver personalization at scale. And this is really just the beginning. We've got a ton of exciting developments underway at the moment. So you can expect some other exciting announcements later this year and next. But for now, I'm going to pass over to the man responsible for managing all of these products from inception to launch, my esteemed colleague and product manager, Romain Sassareu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Isaac. My name is indeed Romain, and I'm the product manager of these products we launched today. I'm extremely excited to give you a glimpse of how it looks like. So we will have an opportunity to deep dive into the Nosto interface. But first, I want to thank you all for attending the event, and I want to highlight some of our customers being early adopters of these new products. Their feedback has been extremely invaluable to craft the products we released today. Some of these customers include an iconic American brand being Everlast with a solid global footprint. They manufacture boxing and related fitness gear. New York-based Tucker, a fast-growing women's lifestyle brand. Also based in New York, La Garçonne, an online luxury fashion retailer founded in 2005. And finally, Le Sportsac, an American lifestyle brand of casual bags founded in 1974. So I've seen all these customers using our segmentation and insights and on-site content personalization products very differently because they face different challenges. These are different businesses. And all of them work hand in hand with our customer success managers globally. But today, for the purpose of the demo, I will, however, focus on one business case. And for the purpose, I have the pleasure to welcome a guest here at the Nosto headquarters, Ben Slaven, who is the co-founder and marketing director at Function 18. Ben is a Nosto customer and an early adopter of these products. Ben, welcome. Can you first tell us a little bit more about Function 18 and share your experience so far with Nosto?
Yes, thanks again, Romain. Hi, everybody. I'm Ben from Function18.com. We're a pioneering global multi-brand golf apparel store. Our business has been online for 11 years. My co-founder and I, we are both two golfers. We were bricks and mortar offline retailers. We knew nothing about e-commerce when we went online. We've made a lot of mistakes along the way to get to this part of the journey. But actually, since inception, we've made steady growth. But as Jim's mentioned before, we started working with Nosto back in May 2015. And since then, we've experienced over 25% growth year on year. We're a small team of 7 people, and the Nosto product recommendations have helped us significantly without the need to grow our website workforce. We've saved a huge amount of time and resource thanks to Nosto, both on-site and in marketing campaigns. Now, the nature of our business means that we're constantly introducing new product lines to our catalogue of about 2,000 plus items, which change seasonally. And we stock collections from a diverse array of 32 brands currently. We've always understood that our brands have a very strong affinity to certain brands, but we've never been able to analyse the data on this loyalty and use it to improve the customer shopping experience. For us, the ability to do this is a very powerful thing, something we've wanted to do for a long time, but we've struggled to find the technology to be able to do it. So Romain started the conversation. We were given the opportunity to be a very early adopter of these new products, and we're extremely excited. We've been really impressed with the team at Nosto, the speed with which we've been able to go live, and the impact that these new products have had on our business so far.
Excellent. Thank you, Ben, for the introduction and for telling us a little bit more about your challenges and your main challenge, which is tailoring experiences based on brand loyalty. So it's my favorite part of the webinar, as I think we've seen enough slides, and I will be moving into a live product demo for now. What I am going to be doing is that I'm going to be a shopper myself, visiting Function 18 for the very first time. And I guess it all starts from here. So I will start searching for Function 18. This is indeed the store I want to visit. And I land on Function 18 for the very first time. I'm today based in Finland. That seems correct. So I feel confident the store can deliver and ship to to the country where I'm located. I can continue shopping peacefully. I think something that reflects the brand loyalty and the fact that Function 18 work with a lot of different brands is that, as we can see here, a lot of different brands are being displayed. We have a dynamic carousel that try to introduce different brand offering. But as a shopper, and this is something a bit personal here, myself, I have a tendency to always shop for the same brands. So this is what we're gonna see here. I start searching for a specific product line, and I land on a category, a list page, where I'm introduced to a lot of different products from different brands, and I start maybe interacting with one product here, which is a sun ice product. So this time I land on the product page, but straight away I will shift to something else. So my behavior here changes from going after sun ice products, and I will be a little bit more specific this time. I will search for Polo, and I will search for Adidas as a brand. This is indeed something I really love myself. I'm really into Adidas, and I will start interacting with some of these products. So I'm opening a new product, a product in a new tab. I start scrolling down, maybe viewing a second product here. As we can see, I'm only interacting with gray products and maybe something that looks a little bit more flashy, pink colored item. And that seemed to be enough for me. So what is important to remember here is that I'm not logged in as a shopper. I've never signed up, so I'm not. Ben, I think he can attest next to me. I'm not in a given CRM system or anything. But I start engaging with the product catalog and start to look at, for example, every single detail of the products, maybe look at different product images. So giving a lot of behavioral signals, telling a little bit more about who I am as a shopper. Is the product available in a given size? I will read the product details here. That seems something that it seems to be a product I enjoy as a shopper. Second product, maybe doing the same, giving a lot of information that this particular product catch my attention, and I will even add it to cart. So this is what I'm going to be doing here. But as it really often happens, I'm not going to convert. This is my first visit. Obviously, I'm not ready to order today, and I will just leave the website. And now we can take a look if tomorrow I would be visiting Function 18, what is the experience that can be served to me? So I can search for Function 18 all over again, or in this case, I don't necessarily need. We'll enter function18.com, and that's the experience that I can face as a shopper. An extremely personalized shopping experience, and that goes, as Isaac mentioned, way beyond just images or hero banners. We have indeed a hero banner that reflects the brand, but if we take a look at the bottom of the screen, I'm introduced through a specific navigation bar to the different categories that Adidas manufacture, or at least distribute products on Function 18 today. So within just one click, I can have access to all the Adidas offering. I keep scrolling down, personalized product recommendations, where I'm introduced to some items related to what I've seen on the site, but not only. As our AI is able to detect and understand that shoppers who also who tend to buy for example, polo shirts in this particular colors, pink, gray, tend to also maybe shop for some complementary items. And this is where I'm also introduced to some specific products that could match, for example, what I've done. And if I keep scrolling, I'm also introduced to an SKU specific banner here. Now the question here, I guess, for everyone in the audience is, you certainly wonder, how do we get there? How do we create these fantastic personalized shopping experiences? Well, this is something I can show you here today, and I don't need to implement, plug 1, 2, 3 different API calls, putting together data coming from different systems into Nosto. Everything can be done in just a few clicks. So I'm moving to the Nosto interface here, and this is Function 18 Nosto account. I will visit the Segmentation and Insights section in the UI. As we can see, this is a live account, so we have a lot of segments already created. We have a lot of brands concerned. We have our AI-powered lifecycle segments here. And if we take a look, something is missing from a brand perspective, and I guess it's a quite iconic brand. It's Nike. So what I will do is that I will create a segment from scratch, and end-to-end. I will also create on the back of that a content personalization campaign. I will want to target shoppers who love Nike with a Nike specific hero banner on the front page. So let's take a look how I can do that end to end. I create a new segment. I will give it a name. So these are my Nike fans. I have a lot of different targeting options that can also, of course, be combined. So for the purpose of the demo, I will only use one of our behavioral affinities AI-powered targeting options. I select brand affinity, and the brand concerned is Nike. Now, this is a question that I've faced quite often working with a lot of customers, as I already mentioned since the beginning of this project, is that what does it mean, a brand affinity, Nike fans? Well, it doesn't stop at shoppers who have bought from this particular brand or shoppers who viewed products from that particular brand. Because from one store to another, depending on the buying cycles, well, it's not because you view product from a brand or because you buy product from a particular brand at least just once that you love that brand. And this is where we can take advantage of our AI-powered e-commerce intelligence engine, because when I'm effectively browsing on the website, we've seen a little bit earlier when I interact with the products, well, Nosto catches in real time if I'm frequently visiting, for example, products of one same particular brand, recency, do I stay long on a particular product page, and all of this is obviously fueled by artificial intelligence. So here I create a segment, and I will only include customers who have a really strong, really high preference for the brand. I know that I will roughly target 10% of the shoppers. I can, if I want, extend the reach and also include customers who have a low preference for the brand. And we can see here, for example, the reach would be 25%. But high preference is an option, is a sensitivity option that makes me happy. So I will save the segment. I will search for the segment. My new segment has been created correctly. And on the back of that, I can do a lot of things. There are a lot of different action points that can be taken. So I can, if I want, export the segment, for example, to CSV. I can create a Facebook custom audience on the back of this segment. I can synchronize the segment to Google Analytics, and all of this can be done in a click. But for the purpose of the demo, again, like I said, I will create a Nike hero banner that we will want to display on the front page. So I will create a content personalization campaign where I am redirected to the Onsite content personalization product within the Nosto interface, and I will create a campaign from scratch. My campaign name will be, well, Nike hero banner, I guess. Placement, I will select hero banner as a placement. Placement is just an element on the page that we will use to display the banner. And finally, the segment that we will target will be Nike fans. I will take advantage of one of the Nosto ready-made templates, and in this case, I will create an image campaign, and I will upload an asset that I have on my computer today. So next, I'm ready to drop a file. So this is the hero banner that we will display on the front page. I select the file, and of course we will want to redirect shoppers to the relevant section of functionality on site. So this is where we will drive traffic from that hero banner. It seems correct to me, and this is indeed the campaign that we will display, and I will save. Okay, so the new campaign is displayed here, and now to show you how it looks like, I will use an example. I have a brother, and we are very different person. I really love Adidas, and well, he loves Nike. We often argue about these things, but let's take a look if he would be shopping on Functioning 18 himself. So he would land. For the first time, I'm using here a different browser for the purpose of the demo. Indeed, I'm still based in Finland today, but my brother would know what he wants, so I would search maybe straight away for Nike shirts. And he will start interacting with Nike, the Nike catalog, viewing one product, a second product, opening a third product in a new tab, and maybe viewing a fourth one here. And again, not only viewing product, you can notice that within just one same session here, when I'm viewing only products from Nike, and that's this is what defines my affinity for the brand. And this is a product that my brother would appreciate. I'm fairly sure, so I will just add it to cart. And I will not bounce, as Isaac explained, if we want to drive conversion up. If we want to leverage browsing behavioral events, it's not when the session is over that we can do that. It has to be done within the same one session. So if I would, for example, visit the front page all over again within the same session, we can see that I'm exposed to a Nike specific campaign here. So for the live demo, I will leave it here for function 18 and what it's like to live an experience on the site. And from my point of view as a product manager, something that I'm extremely proud about is that offering such powerful tool to segment shoppers, to deliver them maybe some specific content personalization campaigns, product recommendations, creating these personalized shopping experiences throughout the entire experience. This is, from my point of view, only the beginning. What's very, very important and crucial is to also understand how shoppers behave when they visit the website. So under each of the segments that we have created for, in this case, function 18, if I select one of these segments, I will land on what we call the insights. This is where we can learn a lot, and this is extremely valuable to guide the business strategy. This is something that Ben will explain in a little bit. But effectively, what I'm doing here is that I'm exploring the behavioral insights of shoppers who belong to that segment. So Adidas fans, I changed the time period to look at the last 30 days of data. I have access to high-level key figures where I can look at e-commerce specific KPIs, such as the conversion rate of the shoppers who belong to this segment, what's their AOV, and what's their overall revenue in the past 30 days. And this is my favorite part of the insights. We can also understand how shoppers, customers who love Adidas behave on the site. So what are the products they tend to view, they shop, what are the other brands that they maybe look at, and finally the categories. And we can learn a lot here, and this is something that Ben will cover in a little bit, is that what we can see is that there are some products ranked extremely high based on visits, but in comparison, they don't generate a lot of revenue. And if I keep scrolling down, we can see that some other products with very, very few visits from shoppers of that particular segment generate a subsequent share of revenue. So this is extremely valuable information because on the back of the learning that we have from the insights, we can best, for example, adjust the creative of some ad campaigns, because we know that if we drive shoppers to the right products or the right, for example, categories, we can exponentially grow the revenue. And this is something that Ben will cover. He will walk us through the results we've seen so far. And this is something that I'm extremely proud about. What are the most favorite categories for shoppers who belong to this particular segment, and we can learn way more. For example, when do shoppers who love Adidas, who belong to this particular segment, tend to convert better? And this is something that is obviously extremely important for Ben and function 18 to maybe adjust the advertising budget and be more efficient in that particular area. So to conclude from my side, I want also to mention that you may think that we target shoppers the same way wherever they are in the customer lifecycle. But just to show you an example of campaign that we have up and running on the site today, only targeting loyal customers. So function 18 is offering a unique service that is embroidery, logoing, and what we've done, what they are doing today, is that we're targeting on the website the customers that we have defined as VIP because they can have access to a specific offer. This is just an example to highlight that we can target shoppers wherever they are in the customer lifecycle in a very different way, depending on the strategy that we want to implement. And the results we've seen so far with Ben and Function 18 have been extremely good. So I will hand it over to Ben, who will present these results, and who will also present what we're going to be doing next with our segmentation and insights and on-site content personalization products that we launched today.
Yeah, thanks again, Romain. I mean, the results we're very impressed with, we're excited about, because we compared the behavior of segmented customers who were exposed to a personalized experience against those that weren't, and gained the following results. These metrics, well, basically, engagement was the starting point, and the increased engagement, which was very impressive. Time spent on site improved by 87%, and the average number of page views per session were up by 98%. These metrics are nice, but increased conversion and revenue are very important to us. And we saw off the back of that the conversion rate was up 133%, and the average order value was up 18%. So good increases across the board there. I forgot to touch on it before, but our business is 60-40 UK to overseas. So the next steps for us will be to drive international growth by presenting a different store experience for our overseas customers. Like I say, that's 40% of our shoppers. We want to do this by using different content and product recommendations. The UK is pretty cold most of the time, but the UK only makes up 60% of our traffic. So it makes perfect sense for us to promote insulating garments and outerwears for shopper in the colder regions, but at the same time be able to promote polo shirts and shorts to shoppers in the hotter regions, just to connect our customers and create a better connection with the overseas shopper, better engagement. With overseas, we can also offer garments in more appropriate sizing to different regions, which will be a very powerful thing and definitely aid conversion. We'll be able to promote products in different sizes to our Asian visitors versus visitors from the US and golfers over there. Also, we'll be able to improve the targeting of our marketing campaigns, which will be huge, using brand affinity audiences on Facebook, and then displaying images, videos, products from brands that will resonate with a Facebook user and get that all important traffic. Facebook's a very busy space, as everybody knows, and any personalization, but this level of personalization will help our ads cut through the noise. We can then maintain the engagement as they land on the site with specific audience-related content. We can translate this to our email marketing campaigns as well. We do this currently, but we can make it more powerful with the brand loyalty and also product recommendations based on that brand loyalty. And I think editorial content is something we haven't touched on yet. We have customers who fall into certain, not brand affinities, but category affinities, and are looking for footwear, technical outerwear garments. They need more information before they're ready to convert and purchase these products. So if we see that shoppers are in the mindset of buying these categories, then we can promote content on site which educates them before they check out and make that purchase. And then we've got the diverse range of brands and completely different shopping personas when it comes to age. So we've got brands which are definitely more suited to younger golfers, and brands which are for the more senior gentlemen. So yeah, the shopper personas is a very important part for us, and we can build that. There's definitely plenty for us to get our teeth into, that's for sure.
Excellent, thank you, Ben. I'm extremely excited about what's coming next for you as a retailer. You work today hand in hand with one of our customer success managers. And I want to finish on the very good news for all our existing customers. All of these, everything you've seen today, is available without touching a single line of code within the Nosto platform. Now I will hand it over to Jim, who will conclude the webinar. So thank you all for joining this launch event today. Jim, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you again, Romain and Ben, and not to forget Isaac, for taking us on this journey. I can't stress enough how excited we are across the entire Nosto organization with this launch. I believe what truly sets us apart is our obsession with the shopping experience and personalization, giving the retailer the most advanced and powerful tools in the market to transform the way that customers experience brands and enable the business to grow as a result. These tools that we've shown today have all been designed with ease of use and actionability in mind, as we know how critical these things are in the very fast-paced world of commerce. As Romain just showed you, if you are an existing client today, there's no technology or integration upgrades required to leverage our new segmentation insights and content personalization capabilities. What you have to do now is you simply have to contact your customer success manager or email us at hello@nosto.com to get started and activate this feature. If you haven't yet joined us on the mission to create a much more personalized shopping experience for your customer, well, obviously we think you're missing out to start with. We come pre-integrated with pretty much every significant plugin, or we have an existing integration with a partner or platform that you currently work with. We are the leading platform with over 2,500 retailers using us today for personalized shopping experience. And with personalized recommendations, segmentations, content personalization, we're staying in the forefront of this, and we have more to come. So if you're not using Nosto, please also email us at hello@nosto.com to get our conversation started. Maybe we can help you out in certain areas and would love to at least speak with you. But to end up today, thank you for listening in. Nosto wishes you great success in the coming holiday period, and hopefully we'll get the chance to work to help you grow also in the near future. Bye.